Okay, I'm excited as always. Good to see you today. Okay, and welcome. My name is Helen E. Azwiki, and I'm your favorite beautiful host on Think Talk with Healings on all our channels, on all our platforms Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So today, as we bring it to a wrap on one of the most interesting topics we've been talking about, I believe you've been getting imparted and you've been learning a lot from the series that we've been having on what if. All right, so today, as we bring it to a close, this series, so that we can bring about a beautiful series that will be coming next Friday, same time, 10 a.m. on this channel. So, what if? What if you have been holding on to people that you ought to have let go? What if you are letting go of people that you ought to keep in your life? Right, I know, right? It's looking confusing, but it's not confusing at all. Many times we are confused of the people that we should let go or the people that we should keep, not because we are really confused, but because we are giving ourselves reasons to hold on to people who we ought to let go. Now, when I mean let go, I don't mean remove them from your life. Okay, yeah, there's an extent to that, but no, no, no. You are a believer. That changes everything. Yeah, you may reduce communication with certain people, but you cannot really remove people from your life if you are born again. Yeah, no matter, I know, yeah, people can be very toxic. People can be really toxic and extremely toxic, you see. But even to that, we just keep them at a very distance. So, and we keep them in our heart in prayers, right? So, just because we are believers and people are toxic doesn't mean we have to keep them in our life. No, nobody said that, but we can be praying for them from our hearts sincerely why they are quite a distance from us. Yeah, that can actually work, okay, so that they don't bring their toxicity and begin to rub it on you, and then you begin to have setting because of the thing that they are doing to you. All right, so yeah, back to the gist. What if the reason why you are not holding on to certain people that you ought to hold on to is because you are thinking that you are confused? There are certain relationships in our lives that we will not be able to define from the beginning. I can assure you, I have one or two like that in my life, that you cannot I'm not talking about male and female relationship that should be defined from the very beginning, or at least when it begins to get to that place where it should be defined, because there's definitely that place. I'm talking about supernatural relationship. There are people that God brings into your life that at the beginning of time you may not be able to define that relationship, but guess what, a time comes where in itself the purpose of the relationship would define itself without you having to make so much effort. The reason being that as you begin to grow in that which God will have you do individually and collectively, purpose will just sprout out. And when purpose springs out like that, guess what happened? The definition of that relationship will define itself. So what if there are certain relationships that you should not push for? Let's define it. Let's find out where it's going to take us to. Listen. Especially supernatural relationship. Your best bet with supernatural relationship is to pray and keep pouring out your heart in God to prayers, right? So that you will know the what to do, how to do, and when to go about it, on how to appreciate the people that God has brought into your life. If there's one thing I've learned as an individual, and greatly so, and I pour my heart to it, is to let people know that they are important. Yes, especially those who are important. There are people who think they are important in your life, but they don't know that they are not. They just put themselves high up there thinking they are. But you must learn to, or we must learn to be in that place where we let people know that, oh, thank you for being in my life, thank you for being in my space, thank you for the addition that you are causing in my life. People can be very ungrateful, but because of who we are as men who are in Christ Jesus, we are not among the pack of ungrateful people. No, we'll let people in our life know that, see, your existence in my space is making tremendous change, and I don't take it for granted. All right, there are people who you say things like this to, and they know that you mean it from your heart, and they begin to see you in the light with which you have always been that they've never seen before. Something recently happened with me. Yeah, I had someone who's like a sister to me, and then we've been friends, but we're not really really friends. Then, like, we're friends, but we're not very close. After we spend time together in prayers and fellowship on a closer range, wow, my eyes of understanding were so enlightened. Yeah, let me use it that way. That I began to appreciate the gift of God that she is, not just as a ministry person, but as a friend and a sister. Sometimes you will not be able to see people clearly until you bridge the gap, the distance between you guys, so that God can really open your eyes to see that the people that you have been praying to have, God has always given them to you, and you are letting them go. Why? Because you are looking for someone or looking for people who will come into your life to make the changes that God has already given the ability to people who are already in your life to make. Yeah, so what if? What if the people you are giving attention to are the people you ought not to give attention to? Be them are people that you should not, maybe not stop giving to, but maybe just reprioritize your giving, and put your giving attention on certain people who really needs it. Yeah, because there are people in our lives that we feel they are all good, but they are not. All right, they just need a little, hey, are you good? I'm here. Oh, we could always talk. You could always reach out to me, so that we can be able to appropriate the people and the relationship that God has brought to our life. So what if the people that you are giving attention to in your life are the ones you ought to reduce your attention to? What if the people that you ought to pay attention to are the ones that you have reduced attention towards? So what if the people who God has put on your path to prosper your path on all rounds are the people that you are treating with great negligence? Now this is coming to you so that you can take some step backward and really meditate what is important in your life, who is important in your life, and where should you pour your attention. Because what if you have been giving attention to the wrong people, pouring your heart to the wrong people, and doing the wrong things to the right people? Yeah. Okay, I will take a bow now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you were blessed. Like, comment, and share. Get your friends to subscribe so that we can have more people reached by this channel. God bless you. Have a good weekend. See you next week, Friday, 10 a.m. Shalom.